With tomorrow's Saturday night's main event, tonight was the go-home edition of Smackdown for Saturday night's main event. I want to start off here right at the top with Jimmy Uso. So Jimmy Uso, if you don't know, if you've been living under a rock, Jimmy Uso is injured. He's injured with a broken toe. At the War Games event, he sustained an injury, so he's going to be out for at least a month out of action. But tonight he was on the show. He was walking out there with a crutch. He came out and he said how, 2025 is going to be the year of Big Jim. He said, War Games, that's behind us. That's in the past. He said how he mentioned that, there's no OTC here tonight. There's no Jey Uso. There's no Sami Zayn. He also mentioned that, he's proud of his family, right? He's proud of Solo. He's proud of Jay. He's proud of Roman. He's proud of his family, how they've all kind of stepped up to the plate and have kind of carved a legacy for themselves. And Jimmy, he said that 2025 is going to be the year of Big Jim. Whether that's the Royal Rumble, the Elimination Chamber, whatever, he said it's going to be the year of Big Jim. And by this point, I was expecting for Solo Sikoa to just run out there and spike him into next month. But to my surprise, it wasn't Solo Sikoa. It was Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre claymored this guy, started attacking him, and is getting pulled apart by the producers and the officials there. So I guess the Drew McIntyre revenge tour is officially upon us. How Liv Morgan had her revenge tour. I guess we're gonna go and we're gonna start the Drew McIntyre revenge tour. Which, if that is to happen, I am solely 100% on the side of Drew McIntyre, because Drew McIntyre has been screwed over by the bloodline. I think at some point, down the line, he has to set his sights back on Roman, because Roman Reigns is really the guy that screwed him up in the first place at Clash at the Castle a few years ago. So I feel like it's only right if he were to set his sights back on him. We also had the Women's United States Championship Tournament. The finals were officially announced here tonight after the last semifinals match. So it's going to be Michin against Chelsea Green, which, like I said, I think Chelsea is going to take it. I think she's... that title is uniquely made for someone like Chelsea Green. The match between Michin and Tiffany Stratton, the ending... I did not like. It was kind of sloppy. Regardless, I think Chelsea Green tomorrow night walks out as your new Women's United States Champion. And tonight we were also promised the OTC Roman Reigns was going to be on here tonight. Not in person, not live, but sort of a pre-taped. So we get this later on in the show. It's a pre-tape with Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. I think they're somewhere outside. And essentially Roman Reigns says how 2024 has been sort of a rough year for him. He lost everything. He lost his family. He lost his title. He lost his wise man, his Ula Fala. He said how the Ula Fala was bestowed upon him by his uncle and his father, and it's something that is earned and not just taken. And he says that, Solo and Roman both have a win each, right? Because Roman beat Solo at War Games and Solo beat Roman at the Crown Jewel event. So now he says, let's leave the tribes out of this. Let's have tribal combat, you and me. Tribal chief against tribal chief for the Ulafala on January 6th. He says that for many people, January 6th is Netflix, but for him, it's the day that he becomes Roman Reigns, the day that he regains all of his power. So I think now it's pretty obvious that The Rock has to show up one way or another in that match, whether it's at the end, whether it's to cause the finish, whatever it may be. He has to show up and he has to weigh in on this bloodline civil war. We'll see. I think he honestly comes back, and I think he honestly comes back at the end of the match once Roman has won and declares that he's been the true mastermind behind this entire Bloodline 2.0 saga. And another thing of note, sort of before I get out of here, is we were promised tonight sort of a last minute face-to-face between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, because obviously tomorrow they have their big time title match. Like I said, I've been kind of hoping that Kevin takes the win, but I'm probably like 99% sure that Cody's gonna end up winning here. But we were supposed to have this face-to-face. Michael Cole was gonna facilitate this face-to-face. Out comes Cody, and then Michael Cole introduces Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens is nowhere to be found. He's chilling as always in his car. He tells Cody Rhodes how essentially he is a terrible brother, a terrible son, and he says the one thing that Cody Rhodes must hurt his soul. He says that, you know, when he was Stardust, he was 10 times way more entertaining than, you know, what he is now. He says that how he used everybody at WrestleMania to finish his story. And then Cody Rhodes went out to find Kevin Owens sitting in his car. But then Kevin Owens sneak attacked them, and they take this out to the ring, and they're brawling out again. Kevin Owens ends up grabbing the championship and hits Cody Rhodes over the face with it, lays him out. And one thing I wanted to note here is the fact that Kevin Owens is such a troll, right? But this time Kevin Owens, he's literally wearing a Stardust shirt that says, you know, Stardust underneath it, and the Stardust is wearing the Universal Championship. He's holding the Universal title. I said, wow, dude, that is so hilarious. The fact that this guy, he just keeps trolling and trolling and trolling, man. But like I said, I think this is the classic wrestling trope that we typically get, which is when the challenger ends up looking strong at the end of the go-home show, it typically leads to him losing at the actual PLE event. So, like I said earlier in the predictions a few days ago, that Cody's going to take this match. He's going to win here. I think we're going to go with the uber predictable finish of Randy Orton returning and aiding Cody Rhodes once again. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think down below of this SmackDown. And as always, take care, y'all. And we'll see you back here tomorrow for Saturday night's main event.